Hello everybody, Alex is here with another episode of Inconsistent Let's Play. So I've been messing around all over the place, and I think it's finally time to talk with my old pal Diego, who's sitting right here. At least I think it's him, because there was actually a bug, and he normally is in this area, and this time he wasn't. So I was basically forced to use cheating once again, this time for purpose for fixing things, and I spawned him with a cheat. And I know there is a several different versions of Diego, so I hope this is the right one. Um, if not, then I'm screwed because he's absolutely necessary to talk him for purpose of fulfill the quest and progress in the story. So if this is not him, then I try spawn a different or wait if they fix the game, or I don't know. Because if this is not him, then I'm really screwed. Then wish me luck and hopefully it's him. So let's save. Let's do this. Please be Diego. Please be right now.
Hey, I thought you were dead.
Yeah, so I was. But now I'm back and I'm trying to prove that the dragons are really here.
Who are you doing that for?
I work for Lord Hagen. With the help of the paladins, the dragons can be stopped.
The Paladins? Let me tell you something. After I managed to flee from here, I went to Corinus. I wanted to warn the Paladins about the dragons. Heaven knows why I even tried. That puffed up Lothar didn't even listen to me, and certainly didn't let me talk to Lord Hagen. Instead, they sent me back here with the expedition. So don't talk to me about Paladins.
The important thing is to stop the dragons as long as there's still time, no matter who helps us achieve that.
Stop them? We should get our asses out of this valley as long as we still have time for that. Say, how did you manage to get across the pass? I thought that it was swarming with orcs.
There's a path through the abandoned mine which isn't held by orcs.
That's good to know. Then I will head for Corinus before long. I've got a few old accounts to settle there.
Oh yes, it is he. I remember this line.
What about the two dead knights in front of your hideout?
They met their doom during a fight with a group of snappers. Well, the Valley of Mines has its own rules. I told them so, but they wouldn't listen to me.
Oh, for God's sake. Thank you, it is him. I'm not screwed.
Listen, I need this proof.
All right, I'll help you if I can, but I'm not going to stick my neck out for anyone.
I'm traveling on behalf of Garand. He needs to know how much ore has been mined so far.
And then he will give you the proof you want?
That's right. So, can you tell me anything about it?
There are 4 chests of ore here in the back of the cave. Silvestro's people mine them. Garand is welcome to come and get them, but I won't be here then.
How did you come by the ore?
I was with Silvestro's group. We had been prospecting for several days when Silvestro suddenly became nervous. He said that we should take the ore to a safe place. Well, since I was planning to skedaddle anyway, I volunteered to hide the ore. And that was lucky for me because the scrapers met with a few mine crawlers and none of them survived.
Let's go together.
To the pass? Why not? You go first. You've only just come from there. But don't even think about going too close to the castle or to the orc wall. Also, we need to avoid all fortified camps of the paladins. I have just escaped from one, and I don't intend to go back toiling in one of the mines. And it goes without saying that we're not going near any dragons. Let me know when you're ready.
Come with me.
All right.
Okay, that is good news. And here's actually another person who accompany me. They are both basically wanna go. So that is good news indeed. So I cleared the path so it should be same from here. But I can eventually like fight because I have these really powerful weapons here. Well, I think I actually mentioned this previously, but yeah, I have like really strong bow and I mean crossbow. So let's take my crossbow and we can no here. I need to remember. I don't remember where I'm supposed to go. Here maybe. There was a path. I just don't remember. Yes, I think this is the right spot. And having a ranged weapon is actually useful because you can target enemies for long distance, which is actually good for detection of enemies. You can simply see where they are. Like normally, like guide them, it's kinda risky because they have pretty miserable weapons and armor, especially if they'll got like Diego is slightly better and he is supposed to see. This is what I'm talking about. Now I'm gonna detect him, but we can simply already. I already cleared the path, so I believe this should be safe. If I go exactly right way. Oh, let's see. Yes, this is the right place, so I'm still with me, guys. Let's save. Now it's a quick lesson of swimming. Nope. Still, yes, they are still here. That's a good thing. Okay. So let's move this way. I did like try destroy anything which is in my path, so I don't wanna kill them because they are actually useful. Like Diego especially, because first and most importantly, Diego is my old pal. And like I mentioned, I already like have a few old friends here, which is Lester, Gorn, Milton, and Diego. And I think like Diego, it's person which I know longest. So I owe him a lot. He actually teach me a lot. Like in Gothic 1, he is basically a person who can learn you almost all important skills. That is, if you are in all camp. One thing which is really little confusing is like in order to progress with the quest, I need to talk to Diego and ask him how much chests he have. And it is a little pointless because if I go in the game, then you can see like there are 4 chests. So why should I need to ask him? Okay, I think we are good. Oh, shut up. Shut up. Okay. No more deeping here. Okay, and from here there are no more enemies as far as I know. So this was well planned and well done. And And when I go up, guys, should be okay. They leave me here. Okay. Still with me. I need to check them frequently because for some reason I'm completely faster than them. Like, I even...
Right. There we are. Now hit the road. This area is hot.
Thank you.
Don't get yourself eaten. That'd be a pity.
Farewell.
So, that is will not leave me. And let's... Diego need to go, I guess, a little closer. Nothing?
Right, here we are. I shall go the rest of the way by myself. I have a few things to take care of before I can return to Corinus. Thank you, my friend. I'll see you in town.
Okay, and that is that. I get experience. I believe, I hope this should count as a finished quest. So I need to talk in a one place. So let's go by dynamic jumping back really quickly. Fortunately, the last camp should be relatively closely. Hey. Jump, jump, jump. I'm such a good jumper. Wee. 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 Okay, no more wee. Whoa, what the hell is this? I don't know, I had a feeling like this version is probably even more buggy than original. If that is even possible. Yes, it is here. Let's talk. I'm not sure. Things here. Who can talk here? I don't remember.
Hey, you. Who would have thought we'd see each other again? So, looks like we both know how to stay alive. And as you can see, I've stuck with prospecting.
How much ore have you already mined?
A few chests. But there's nothing of that left here. Paladin Marcos decided to take the ore to the castle because we were constantly being attacked by orcs.
So, damn it. So let's see. There is first, I believe I met this one in the very beginning. That's a one. That was Diego. That was the second. And then, oh, these guys need help. Don't
right.
do it. Damn
So
it.
much
That
for
was
you,
my
filthy
experience.
beast.
Stupid paladin. Who asked you for your help? Damn it. Screw you. this one is mine. No, I don't wanna have a bow. I wanna make weapon. I wanna taste my cool steel. Oh, that is disappointing. Anything useful here? Wolf skin. Damn it. Okay, so I saw 3 places, so I guess that should be it. Yes, I actually find I arrow rune which is slightly higher here of spell. So let's talk with the main paladin here, and I can see if things are a-okay. Let's go, guys. I found Diego.
Hey, you!
Be glad. No. Seems they don't care. Okay. They don't care.
You don't have to ask me that.
So let's see. Let's see. This.
I already thought as much.
I talked to Fayeth.
What has he got to tell me?
His people have mined 2 chests of ore.
Believe everything you hear.
2 chests? I don't need 2 chests. I need 200!
He wants me to tell you that he needs more men.
What? I'm supposed to send even more men to certain death? He can forget it!
His deeds were
What a douchebag.
About Silvestro's mining site.
Did you go see him? Did you talk to him?
Everyone's dead there. They were surprised by mine crawlers.
What about the ore? Do you know how much they've mined?
They managed to secure a few chests first. They're in a cave, along the path from the castle to the mining site.
Damn! Those were a lot of good men. May Inos have mercy on their souls.
I've met Marcos.
And? What does he have to report? How much ore does he have for us?
4 chests. He's left the mining site to take the ore to safety. Now he's guarding the chests in a small valley behind the lines of orcs. He's asking for reinforcements, however.
What? Only 4 chests, and he left his mining site? Damn! That isn't good. And now he wants more men? Well, fine. I'll send him 2 people. Damn! What's going on out there? Has Beliar himself come to wipe us out? My men are almost all dead, and with the bit of ore we have, we can't even stop one orc, let alone an army! This expedition is doomed to failure.
I don't know why he gets so worked up.
But why me, of all?
Because you know...
Okay.
Some don't even know how wicked they are.
That was incorrect order, but who cares?
What about the letter for Lord Hagen?
We have 10 crates of ore on the whole, and we've lost twice as many good men. You shall have your letter. Lord Hagen must hear of this. This valley is cursed. Evil abides here.
Nobody ever asks.
Finally. So, we can progress.
This is going to change. Do you really believe that?
Okay. So, let's teleport here. Okay. And I am ready to go. Yeah, so fortunately, spawning Diego with cheat wasn't a good idea. Otherwise, I would be like unable to progress. Oh my god. What a relief. So, you know the drill. I stopped before transporting myself from one location to another for purpose of safety. And I'm still sick. That is awesome. Okay, so I will be back right in the morning. And we are in chapter 3. Let's save. Let's save to be safe. I think there will be seekers. I think these guys are pretty dangerous. Before, they are one of the reasons why did I cheat, because they are ridiculously overpowered. Before Night of the Raven, they were relatively easy to kill, but now they're insanely overpowered. Like, if I am not unable like get closer to them like fast as possible and kill them to short distance, then I'm basically screwed. I believe. Oh yes, of course.
Even as a magician, you cannot stop us.
Oh, we'll see about that. Well, the news is I'm okay too right now, so yeah. Well, at least there is lots of experience for them. Hey, and hey, look, this is my old pal Lester. What do you have for me, dude?
Hey, you're finally back. You have to go see Zardus right away. There's a problem.
That I certainly believe.
All hell's broken loose since you left. Talk to Zardus. He's waiting for you. Zardus gave me this rune for you. It'll help you get to him faster. We'll meet again there.
Rune receive. I like how it's when I receive item, it's always one word. Let's see. There it is. So let's talk about this. And from now, the whole transporting will be much easier. What's up, Zardos?
Hey, you! The water mages have discovered a portal to an unknown part of the island.
Interesting. As soon as you find out something that is really helpful, be sure to let me know. The artifact of Beliar could be hidden somewhere there. Find it.
About that unknown part of the island.
Don't bother me with details. Come back if you really find anything useful.
Oh.
I'm back from the Valley of Mines.
High time, too. What did you see?
You were right. The land's been overrun by an entire army of the enemy. Orcs are besieging the castle, and dragons have laid whole areas to waste. It won't be long before they attack Corinus, if I'm not mistaken. Lester said you wanted to see me at once. What the hell has happened here in the meantime?
The enemy has learned who you really are, and that you're planning to get hold of the Eye of Enos. He has recognized the threat. It has forced him to leave his cover and openly attack. The game of hide and seek is over. Yesterday, nobody knew what the enemy's attack would look like. Now it has become only too obvious.
I finally got the proof that Lord Hagen demanded of me.
What proof is that?
I received a letter from Garand, the commander of the Paladins in the Valley of Mines. In it, he asks for reinforcements.
That should be enough to convince that militant warhorse. Well done.
I was attacked by magicians in black robes.
The enemy has many faces. The Seekers are one of them. They're really the ones who prepare the ground for the enemy. They have taken up their positions in strategic places and are now only waiting for an opportunity to spring the trap. Stay out of their way. They are very powerful magical beings, and they will try to deter you at any cost.
What will be the next step now?
Go and bring Lord Hagen the letter from Garand, so that he may grant you access to the Eye of Enos. Then go to the monastery and talk to Pyrokar. He must give you the eye. Nothing is more important than getting this artifact away to safety. Go now before it's too late. The enemy will also try to lay his hands on it.
Okay, that don't look definitely. Yeah. So, two things. I need to go in a monastery and learn another circle of magic, and then I can go and talk to Lord again, which I think will be the last thing which I do. So I will skip this part one more time, and we will continue after I reach the position. So give me a sec. Okay, I successfully reached the third circle of magic, and finally I can heal myself. Isn't that awesome? It's much better than spending just ton of times nothing but eating a million of food. It's more like it. Okay, so let's talk Lord again. But first, let's talk. He's good.
Hey, you!
Same old thing all over again.
Do you really believe
I've been to the Valley of Mines.
And? How's the situation there?
The mines are all depleted. There's barely more than a few chests full of ore. It's hardly worth digging for that.
That can't be true. That means I'm ruined.
What about our deal?
Now, about your reward. Here, take this runestone.
Thanks. And also,
You've been selling weapons to the bandits.
But what makes you think that?
This list of merchandise that I took from a bandit bears your signature. I found this ring of the Overseas Traders Guild, Araxis, with the bandits. You're an overseas trader. You can admit it now. I've blown your cover.
I didn't mean to do that, believe me. First, all they wanted from me was food supplies. Business was really slow. So I got involved with them. Then they became more aggressive and threatened to kill me if I didn't sell them the swords they wanted. You can't blame me for this. I'm a victim of circumstances.
I've got no time for things like that.
that's all just gossip?
The militia is gonna deal with you.
You can't do this.
I should say I can. You'll be amazed.
Bye, Enos. I'm ruined.
yes, yes you are.
Hey, you!
That's not what I heard.
We see you, worm. You cannot escape us.
Not bad.
I'm staying out.
I'm no better off myself.
The things I could tell you.
Huh.
He listened to the wrong.
So yeah, if you're messing with
That will
wrong
never
people,
change.
this is how you end. So let's go
That's not
talk
what
to
I
Lord Hagen.
I bring you news from Garand. Here, he gave me this message for you.
Our situation is worse than I had feared, but report to me on the situation in the Valley of Mines.
The Paladins are holed up in the castle in the Valley of Mines, surrounded by orcs. There were many casualties in the prospecting operations, and there's barely any ore left. Well, I should say that without any help, the lads are lost. That's how it looks.
I shall find a way to rescue this expedition. You have done much for us. Enos will thank you.
I'm not all that interested in his gratitude. I want his eye.
Yes, of course, I stand by my word. Take this letter. It will open the monastery gates to you. Speak with Pyrokar, the highest fire magician, and show him this authorization. He will grant you access to the Eye of Enos. One more thing before you go. Take this rune as a token of my gratitude. It will take you safely back to the city whenever you want.
Well, safely, but most importantly, quickly. Okay, so I have Rundu Zardas in the city. Rund Well, obviously a monastery, and I need also in a farm, which I can find later, but this saves lots of time. So let's do quickly. Take that.
How did you get to the monastery so fast?
What kind of a question is that? I crept through the pass and made my way straight to the monastery. Admittedly, it was never easy avoiding all the monsters making themselves at home on this side of the valley, but ultimately I encountered fewer problems than I expected.
Do you know where the others are?
Gorn seems to have coped with his stay in Garan's dungeon very well. In any case, he wanted to go to Lee and see what was happening on the farm. After the grub they serve in the dungeon, he's probably stuffing his face right now and putting the mercenaries' provisions to a real test. Diego mumbled something about a reckoning. No idea what he meant by that. But I suspect he's in the city. You know him. Always there when there's something to be had.
Okay. Let's put on my robe as a being for magician.
You should have known better.
I have come to take the Eye of Innos.
I see that you have received an authorization from Lord Hagen himself to bear the Eye of Innos. I am afraid that I have to disappoint you. We have fallen victim to a treacherous plot of the enemy. The Eye of Innos has been violently taken from these sacred walls.
Well, that means as a guardians of the Eye, you suck. Losers.
Who could be so impudent, Master?
Evil is cunning, and usually works in secret. Only rarely do you see it emerge to pursue its evil machinations in broad daylight. But these days, it's a different matter. The enemy now shows himself openly in the street, in every home and every public square. This can only mean that he no longer fears any adversary and is not going to shrink back from anything. One of our most faithful followers, a candidate for the high robe of the Magicians of Fire, has changed his allegiance unexpectedly, and in an alarmingly evil manner. Pedro. The enemy has taken possession of him, thus inflicting a terrible defeat upon us. Pedro has forced his way into our most sacred halls and stolen the Eye. I fear that he simply spent too much time by himself, outside of the gates, and thus beyond the protective walls of the monastery, exposed to all lurking dangers.
What do you mean outside the monastery? He stands front, like right in front of the doors. That is pretty much like. And on top of that, how in the world he know where Iris? You wanna be willing to tell to me, since when I was like noticed myself, then how in the world he know where Iris? You suck as the guardians of Iris, seriously.
Where did the thief flee to?
Pedro knocked down some of the other novices who tried to stop him and disappeared into the morning mist. Many novices have gone after him to bring the Eye back to its place unharmed. If you want to catch up with him, you need to hurry before Pedro disappears out of your reach.
I've found a strange almanac.
Really? What kind of an almanac is that?
I'm not sure. I thought you would know what to do with it.
Forsooth, that is very disquieting. I am glad that you brought it to me. That was very wise. I assume that there are more of these. Go and find more of these books of damnation. I suspect that it is an instrument of the Seeker's power. They use it to control the lost souls of their victims. They obviously write down the names of those whom they are planning to possess in these books. Listen. I am giving you this magical letter. It will show you the names which are written in the books. Find those victims and bring me their books. I shall dispose of them. But first, you ought to show at least one of them to Karas. Maybe that will help him in his studies. Do not make the mistake to try and destroy them yourself. You are not ready to withstand their power. Do not get close to the Seekers, or they will take possession of you. If you still find yourself unable to resist their call, come back to me as fast as you can. Only here in the monastery can your soul be saved.
Is there no protection against their mental attacks?
That is possible. Karas could know something about that.
Heal me, Master, for I am possessed.
So be it. Take this potion. It will relieve you of your nightmares. May the mercy of Enos be your salvation. Act on his behalf.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, that's it. Okay. So I guess that is everything for today.
It's all just gossip.
I think there's food before I go and get the eye. There's few things which I wanna take care.
Hey, you!
Brother, you cannot lose any time. If the eye is not retrieved, we shall all be lost.
Show. Is there a way to protect oneself against the mental attacks of the Seekers?
No idea. I still know too little to answer that. Ask me about it later.
Let's skip this. Okay, so yeah. So for today I am done. Let's take way too more time. But yeah. So as always, thanks for your time. I will see you later. I'm actually surprisingly exhausted because this thing with Diego was take me more of my time than I expected, and I'm really exhausted. Okay, yeah. So that's it. I'm done. See you next time.